pickle in my bed. Did you have a good sleep?
Yeah.
What did you dream of?
Praising Nana's garden. I think that's a good dream.
It sounds like it. Matching.
Matching.
Dream jams. Been so tired the last few days. No idea why. Maybe I've been on my phone a bit more before bed and that's affected my sleep. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, good morning. We're gonna get up, have brekkie, do the usual morning thing. You're gonna get out of bed, my lovely. The leaves on our cherry tree started to turn red and yellow. So pretty. And you can probably see where we had a leak last winter, and all these patches are where we sanded away the paint to then paint over, and I've never gotten around to doing it, so I really need to do that, especially since we've had paint out to do this patch of the wall. I should really do that. I just keep forgetting. I'd forget it's there.
I found your cape.
Okay, so this is Super Mouse.
This is Ballerina Mouse. Yeah, this.
Oh yeah. Right, there we go. Sit here and have some breakfast.
Here's some cereal and some milk. Can you dress him?
I can dress him. We're playing with Delilah's mouse house. I'm on getting all the mice ready duty.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, good job getting Sister Mouse dressed. And then after this, I should probably get dressed because it's going to be lunchtime soon.
Do what I do. I'm making my lunchy lunch.
Getting ourselves some lunch and then we can do our pumpkins.
Yeah.
Would you like a knife? This little one is over here doing her lunch.
Yeah, fine.
There you go, Pop Pop. I know, she's such a big girl. And I'm going to have the leftover curry that I made last night. I'm really hoping we can nip out later, but as you've guessed, the weather is still miserable. I don't think it stopped raining in 2 weeks. I've just added a little bit of water in there because it thickens up quite a lot in the fridge. The recipe will be up on my Instagram soon. Next week, maybe. I did it as part of one of the campaigns that I'm doing at the moment. So I just need to get the image and the stories sent over for approval, and then once they've been approved, I can upload it. I'm really happy with how the photos came out, and the recipe is so good. So many of you are always so supportive when it comes to sponsored content, and it's always very much appreciated. I definitely added a little bit too much water to this, so I'm gonna have to eat it with a spoon. That just about fits in this bowl. There's rice in there from last night's dinner, and also it's got sweet potato in it, so I haven't bothered to do it with anything else. I've just shoved a load of coriander on top. I am going to run outside and get the pumpkins.
The door, Mummy. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Look, my lemon tree fell over in the wind and my favourite plant pot's broken. Such a shame. Don't know if I can stick it back together somehow.
You can open it. And me what?
Let's give these pumpkins a little dry. Give these a good dry. Ooh, this one's a bit muddy. Might just wash this off.
Oh, this one not.
What are you going to do on your pumpkin?
I'm gonna open it and make a face and get the seeds out.
Yeah.
And I'm making a scary face.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to do lots of stars in mine and make it like a little lantern. Dungarees are a bit too long for her. I put some hairbands in it earlier, but they've come out and these keep sliding down. I'm going to put some stitches in here and make them a bit shorter just for now. Do you want to scoop out up here, or do you want to scoop out on the table?
Scoop out on the table.
Don't know where to put this camera. What did I do last year?
What are the candles to put in?
We'll put the candles in much later. See us there, aren't they? Do you know what we need? We need something to put the guts in, don't we? Or the seeds.
We need 2 spoons.
Somehow you've got the bigger one and I've got the smaller one. Are you going to be okay with that? The other week I was watching when Delilah and I pumped carvings. Carved pumpkins, that's what it is. Carved pumpkins last year. And I feel like she came up so much.
Pumpkin,
a witch pumpkin, okay. Last year was the first year we had a proper carving kit. And it definitely makes life easier. All the years I spent as a kid trying to carve with blunt knives and spoons, it's just not very helpful. But this was great for carving for scooping all the seeds out. And then this was fab for actually cutting the pumpkin out. Right, Mummy's got to take the top off, haven't I?
Yeah. I think my one is juicy inside.
Do you? It's hard work doing this.
Yeah. It's getting off. Ah.
Ready? Can we pull it off?
It's too pretty.
Move this over here. Right, I'm just going to chop this off and make it a bit neater.
Digging for seeds.
Right, that should help you get them out.
I'm getting them out.
Jump!
Where do we put them? Wow, I've got a lot of seeds. Put them in there. It's so white inside.
I know, it is, isn't it?
Yellowy, orange. We can eat pumpkin seeds.
We can, can't we? Do you like pumpkin seeds?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I tell you a joke?
Yeah.
A little girl sees a ghost and it gobbled the girl up.
Oh no. I'm loving your dance moves, Diana.
Look.
Camera's not focusing on us.
We're here.
We're here. Hello.
Here.
Hi. Hi.
Mummy, can we have
Of course I can. Where did you learn that from? Yeehaw! With your little lasso.
Oh, God.
Going in with hands. Good. What kind of face would you like? Pumpkin faces.
We want to make that face.
Which one?
That one.
You want to do that one? So you want to do a super scary one?
Yeah.
Last year I did Jack from Nightmare on Elm Street, but I did a happy version.
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm going to need to get a pen, aren't I? This year I've decided I'm going to do stars and make a little lantern. I don't know where to put them this year, because we're obviously not going to have any trick-or-treaters.
At Halloween, would you like to go to door getting candy?
Sweets. We can't really do that because of the germ.
I know.
Oh,
Go. Daddy will be so surprised.
Will you be so surprised?
We are going to the shops to get some tea lights, and we are gonna light them and put them in our pumpkins. And Mummy's cutting mine out for me, and we get to the seeds out.
Nice. Right, last eye and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, for your one.
Yeah.
Hi, pickle. Getting there with Delilah's one. I forgot how messy pumpkin carving it is. Delilah's lost interest, which I don't blame her because she can't really cut out, and she's gone off and she's playing. The weather does not look like it's going to be cheering up anytime soon, so I think it's going to be another cozy day at home. Pop a film on. I remember last year when I did this, I got a massive bruise on the palm of my hand. I hope that doesn't happen again. Oh no, I've already done that star wonky. If you fancy watching last year's pumpkin carving as well, if you want to see what we did last year. I think the vlog last year was probably a bit better, and also if you just want a throwback, because I feel it was only a year ago and Delilah seems so much younger in that vlog. That is the wonkiest star. You've been all spooky. I don't know what's happened to Delilah. We seem to have a witch in the house. Can't believe this still fits you from last year. Should we light our pumpkins?
And dance.
Dance and then light pumpkins.
Yeah. I'm a witch.
I'm gonna have to drop it in. I'm gonna put these on plates because I don't want them to ruin our fireplace tiles. Obviously when the fire's on we'll move the pumpkin, otherwise I think the pumpkins will go off quite quickly. This is mine, ignore the one here. It's really
I love my pumpkin.
Oh, do you? I tried to make it better and I just made it worse. Okay, Mummy's pumpkin is leaking water, so I'm just trying to dry it out a little. Delilah's. Mummy's using my really nice canapé cake plates, but I'm hoping they're going to be small enough that you can't really see them. We're going to find a Halloween film. You say you wanted to watch a witchy film. Okay, so we're going to try and find something witchy. We've got a cupcake each, which you made with great grandma yesterday, didn't you? I remember making cakes like this with my grandma when I was little, and now my little girl is making them with her. I think our pumpkins look very good down there, Delilah. Yours looks very scary. And I finished my puzzle yesterday. It didn't take me long actually. I did a lot of it the evening I started it and then finished it yesterday morning. I've got to put it back in the box, which is probably the worst part of completing a puzzle. There must be an easier way to do this, get this puzzle back in the box. That better?
Yeah.
Oh, now we can see our pumpkins. Oh goodness, you've almost eaten half your cupcake. I need to have mine. Let's get this on. So we have found, it's not really a film, it's only 27 minutes long, but we found Room on the Broom, so we're going to watch that. We've been playing Mummies and Babies. Delilah was also picking my brains about when she was in my tummy, and I was telling her all about how she gets food when she's in my tummy and having to go to the hospital to have her. And now I've got a dinner on, so whilst that cooks, I'm thinking I'm going to change the bed and I'm going to change over to the winter duvet. We're not particularly cold during the night, but I did find myself sleeping the night with socks and a t-shirt on, which I would never normally be able to do because I usually just have to be completely nude. So I am thinking, oh here we go again.
Oh, that's dangerous.
That's dangerous. It's okay, Mummy's being careful. I'm going to change over to this duvet. Let me show you the new lamp, or lampshade, in my office. I finally got myself a lampshade. Probably harder to see with the light on. It's basically a basket with a hole drilled in it. I can't remember the name of the brand that I got it on, but it popped up on my Facebook and I thought, I like that. Next year, I'd like to tackle this room because I think it'll be quite nice to paint the walls in here, and I think that lamp goes quite nicely with the ivy that I've got hanging up and the chair. So the only rooms now that we need to get lights for or replace the lights for are the bathroom, because I'm not a huge fan of them in there, and the one above the sink. We're pretty much there. We've pretty much replaced all the lampshades now.
Daddy! I'm gonna...
Oh, hang on, let me just take my shoes off because they're a bit wet.
I'm gonna show you something.
Wow!
This one is my one.
That's your one.
And this is Mummy's.
That's good.
I'm getting on with our dinner. I have to excuse the noise of the oven. We're having salmon noodles for dinner. That's what I fancied. One of my go-to meals. I really enjoy anything. I love savoury food. I love salty food. Tea with soy, stir fry, that kind of thing. We've usually got some salmon in the freezer that we can defrost, or we've always got noodles, always got the other ingredients and veggies to chuck in with it. So it's a good go-to and a good healthy go-to. It's comfort food to me because I just really enjoy a good bit of broccoli and some soy and noodles. I feel like I've made this quite a lot in the vlogs before, but I'm not sure whether I've actually talked through making it. I probably have, but I get asked a few questions about it whenever I do show it, and I don't show how I make it. There's not a recipe that I can link. I generally just chuck things together. A lot of the time I will just chuck some soy sauce in here with a dash of water so that it comes out as a bit of a sauce that I can then put on the noodles. I will pop garlic on top and some honey. Sometimes at a push I'll grate the garlic into the pan, and then on days where I'm trying to make a little bit more effort I will do an extra couple of steps. So in here I have the ginger already mixed in with water and soy, and then lime. Sometimes I add in a teeny tiny bit, you don't want too much of this, but a teeny tiny bit of apple cider vinegar. For some reason we don't have any rice mirin at the moment, so that's a good alternative, but I only add a teeny tiny bit. As I had this lime to use up from dinner yesterday, I thought I'd squeeze that in instead. It's really weird vlogging when it's dark at the moment. The lighting is just, it's very different, isn't it? Is it too dark in here? Should I turn on the other light there? That feels very bright now. Is that a bit better? You probably see me better now. I absolutely love adding coriander to the salmon. It almost makes it feel like a Wagamama's. Which, I used to love the teriyaki salmon noodles from Wagamama, and for some reason my local Wagamama's hasn't done it all year. They just don't do it anymore. For me, this is a meal that can be as complicated or as quick as you want it to be. Today I'm putting in a few more steps, but like I said, sometimes I just chuck on soy, and I've actually got a ready-made sauce which I use, which I'm probably still going to use a little bit of today. I don't bother grating this. All I do, slice it up and pop it on top. Honey straight on top. And then a sprinkling of sesame seeds. Up here I put my the string of hearts, which is actually the one that's been in my office, which I propagated from the one in the bathroom. I put that up there yesterday because I was taking photos and I needed something in the plant pot to look nice. I quite like it there, but it can't stay there because I don't know what Doug and Delilah are doing in the living room. It can't stay there because it's so long, and I guess I could cut it, but I don't know whether it just looks a bit odd in the way, and I have actually ordered an asparagus fern to go in that pot instead. But I mean, as you can see, it's really long and it goes all the way down here already, and of course I could trim it and then pop the trimmed bits in the top. But yeah, I don't know if I've shown the shelf today, but if you have seen it, that's not how it's going to be laid out. I just flung some stuff on there the other day. I need to have a proper rejig. I can't tell whether I want 2 shelves or not. If we don't have 2 shelves, whether we should have had the other shelf up just a little bit higher, because there's such an empty space up there. Doug's just plonked that back up and swap those around. I'm definitely going to have these two baking trays up here. There's not really any room for them under here where most of our trays are kept. And I like the look of those, so I'm going to keep those up there because there wasn't any room for them on the shelves over there. Anyway, what's it doing? Right, so I'm going to wait for the oven to preheat and then I can stick the salmon in before I get Delilah into bed. And the salmon in, I'm going to get the veg chopped up. Go-to veg for stir fries and noodles, always baby corn. I love the stuff. Courgette, which we had left over from the curry yesterday too, and broccoli. I love broccoli. My go-tos are broccoli and baby corn in stir fries. I just love them. Who's in here? Who can get them on the fastest? The seed began to grow. It grew and grew and grew. Planted the tiny seed, now stood the most beautiful tree. That very stinky feet. We need to pop the noodles on. 1, 2. As you can see, I still need to grout the tiles this weekend. This is one of my favourite go-to ready-made sauces. I'm gonna add a smidge to the veg, but I did quite a lot of sauce with the salmon, so I probably won't need too much. Sometimes I just stick this on the salmon and I don't bother with any of the soy or anything when I'm feeling super lazy. Mix some of this sauce from the salmon in with the noodles. Plonk the salmon on top. More coriander. I've used so much coriander today. I know that there were going to be coriander haters out there watching this going, no, not more. And a few more sesame seeds. And that's dinner. One of my, definitely one of my favourite dishes. If I had to pick top 5 or even top 3, this would be one of my favourite dishes. These bowls are so big that it makes it look like a really small portion, but it's actually quite a large portion. I'm looking really blue because we've got the Amazon Prime thing up on the TV. That's the end of Vlogtober. Thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in. I've been getting some lovely messages, both in the comments on here and on Instagram, about how much you guys have been enjoying it. Honestly, I don't know where the month has gone. It felt like I started Vlogtober last week. I'm really proud of the videos that I've done, and I've managed to upload exactly every other day. And the fact so many of you have enjoyed watching them just makes me happy. I'll be around in November, but not as often as I have this month, but you will see my face, and then yes, I will be back for Vlogmas. Can't tell you what year Vlogmas I'll be on. I wonder how many years of Vlogmas I've done. There's a new season of This Is Us on Amazon Prime, and I can't believe it's all on Amazon now. Years ago when we first started watching it, we were having to find it on odd websites, and then if we wanted to watch it on Amazon Prime we had to pay like £20 for it, but we were desperate to watch the next season, so we paid it. If you've never watched This Is Us, I have a box of tissues at the ready. You will cry at almost every episode. I definitely cry pretty much every episode. I do recommend watching it. It's one of my favourite TV programmes. There's a new season out, but I think they're releasing them weekly, so I would like to watch that, but I want to wait until there's more episodes to watch. There's a new film on Netflix that I fancy watching. It's probably going to be just a load of rubbish. I think it's called The Holly Date. I saw that and I thought, no, I don't want to watch that. But then I saw the trailer and it looked okay. I'm probably going to stick that on. That's all I had to say really. I just wanted to say thanks for tuning in to Vlogtober. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm glad you guys have really enjoyed it too, and I've been able to keep you guys company, keep your mind off things at the moment. And I don't know exactly when I'll next be uploading, but I will see you very soon. Bye.
Goodbye.